Shalom, our kids, Wakama, Kapashin, GMS London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash, by honors to the elders, the apostles of GMS, and honors that led to the brethren and the highest by his teaching his truth and all sincerity. Okay, back with another video. This one's going to be titled, or, based around Esau's laws, man, and how they propagate wickedness, man. Okay, it allows people to do whatever the hell they want, and, Esau's got laws in place to protect certain individuals to do these things, man. And there's little you can do to stand up against it. Okay? Such as the world or kingdom that Esau has set up. Okay? Here I got this video here, right? Showing these guys setting up a Baphomet statue in Little Rock over there in America, right? And there ain't nothing, nothing illegal about this. They're within their rights to do that. Okay? Even though it's madness. Okay? But it's Esau's laws that allow them to do these things, man. Because if this was a righteous nation or God-fearing nation, man, these things would not be allowed. Okay? So I got this video here. I'm going to play this in a minute. But I also want to bring your attention over to this video too. Okay? Which is another example of this. Okay, brother just did a video on it not too long ago. GMS PrisonersOfHope, see it on the bottom there. Okay, and this video is showing what they call that, like a seminar discussing pedophilia. Okay, and how basically it should be allowed. Basically, okay, they're discussing it, talking about ways to what do they call that? How to embrace or help the pedophile community, man. Okay, which like brother says, man, we were talking about for years, man, how they plan on bringing this in. Okay, it started with the LGBT movements, and now it's going to go on to the children now, just like we said it would, because they're using the same arguments that you other guys been making to have your rights boosted, man. Okay, and protected. Okay, eventually the pedophiles are going to be on that damn list, man. Okay, and then whether or not I got time or not, I might do it in a separate video. But I was going to go more into this afterwards, depending on time. Okay, but we'll start off with we're here, man, and we'll grab some scriptures, man. Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna play this and we're gonna get into it. Alright, so these are actual Satanists. Okay, they believe in Satan openly. Okay, do these Edomites, man. Okay, so here's the statue. Okay, and you see it's got children, 2 children. Okay, in the base of the statue, right? This is how it kind of ties in, right? This is fine, apparently. In America and other places, because you have the Bill of Rights under the First Amendment, you have the right to religious freedom. Okay, so it means you can worship anything that you want. Okay, and this is why America is Babylon the Great in the scriptures, the land of confusion. Okay, because you're able to do anything with anyone and anyhow. Okay, as long as you're not breaking other laws that exist, okay, you're free to do that. Okay, like I said, if this was a righteous nation, God-fearing nation, then the only law that should be applied here in this land is the law of the Bible. Okay, which does not promote religious freedom. Okay, so that by itself would crush out any of this madness that goes on out here, man. Okay, but because Esau has these laws in place, these human rights and all this kind of stuff, it allows for wickedness uh, to multiply. Okay, it allows it to multiply. Okay, so this statue here has been set up in Little Rock. Okay, let me just get something here. Back. Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1 says, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." It's grievousness because all it does is promote wickedness. All these unrighteous decrees promote wickedness, man. And this is what we see. It says, "To turn aside the needy from judgment, to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows they pray, and that they may rob the fatherless." Right? So all this basically deceives the people, in particular our people, man. Okay? I mean, there's probably some Jays that are into this, maybe, I don't know. Okay, but all these other religions that have been set up in America, okay, and all around the world, okay, he's leading our people astray, man, leading them to destruction. Okay, because let's say people will quickly point out this, oh yeah, Satanists, they shouldn't be allowed. But this is no different to any other religion that is on the planet. They're all branches of Satan. Okay, this is just more provocative. Okay, setting up demons around the place. But hey, what do you think all those monoliths, man? Them phallic symbols and pentagram marked into the infrastructure and stuff like that. What do you think that all is, man? Okay, what do you think that all is, man? That's all Satan worship, man. Okay, with your idols on top of buildings and stuff like that, man. That's all Satan worship. That's all worship of the devil. Okay, but these laws, I'm gonna get it right. This is the Bill of Rights. Okay, United States Bill of Rights. Okay, and we go to the First Amendment because this is what this covers. Right? It tells you Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment or religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. Okay, which basically means this: the First Amendment prohibits the making of any law respecting an establishment of religion, impeding the free exercise of religion. Okay, so you can worship what you want, basically, and no one can say nothing. Okay, no one can demonize you and say that you can't or not allowed, it's illegal, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, no one can really speak against you to have something done legally to you. Okay, so the bridging the freedom of speech. Okay, because that's where it comes under, right? Freedom of belief and all that kind of stuff, right? And then it goes with the freedom of the press and the right to peaceful assembly, so on and so on. Okay, but like I said, with today, because there's like double standards going on, man. Now, like religion is open. You can stand up against religions and stuff like that, in freedom of speech, but you cannot speak against the LGBT community, such as the power they've been given. Okay, so you can have freedom of speech, but you can't really speak or say anything bad against, lesbians, homosexuals, transgenders, or soon to be pedophiles, man. Okay, because that's infringing now upon their rights to be those things. Okay, so but like I said, that's double standard. That's hypocrisy. But this is what this First Amendment. This is a law of Esau, okay, that he has created, which creates all this fucking confusion, man. Enables a whole lot of wickedness to be done on the earth, man. Okay. So there's 10 amendments to this, I think. Was it 10? Yeah, 10 amendments. You know, some are pretty straightforward and normal. You know, they make sense for them to be in place and all that kind of stuff. But some of them, you just, you know, when you hear some of the cases that gone on arguing these amendments, okay, like the right for abortions and stuff like that, which I believe is in the 9th Amendment. Yeah. Okay. People are allowed, you know, people are allowed to, you know, have abortions and stuff like that. You know, that's what's going off. Okay. That's not allowed. Okay. In the scriptures, right? So, like I said, you know, all this is being done, or is allowed to be done, because of Esau's laws. Okay. Well, God, Psalms 50 and 16 says, but unto the wicked God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Okay, because like I said, they frame themselves as being a God-fearing nation. You know, they talk about the founding fathers and all this kind of stuff, and, you know, America, the light of the world, and, you know, all this kind of bullshit, right? It's supposed to be a God-fearing nation, but they don't uphold the laws in the Bible. Okay, they got their own laws that they go by, okay, as they see fit. Okay, and they make amendments to them and all that kind of stuff there. Okay, you know, as time's gone on, they've been able to make amendments, because a lot of these things that go on today weren't allowed. You know, especially here in like England. Okay, there was a law against buggery, so that means you couldn't be a homosexual. If you got caught in the act of having sexual intercourse with another man, you get put in prison, man. Okay, but that is not true to today. Okay, they changed laws, man. Okay, because they convince the people, they do, you know, psyops on the people, man, to accept these things. Okay, and they give them the spiel, the talk about how it's not a human, you know, it's not a right to deny person love and all this kind of bullshit. But guess what? That is the same argument they're making in this video here for pedophiles, man. It's not right for them to be shut out of society and all this kind of stuff, and to never love nobody and all this stuff without being persecuted and all this kind of stuff. This is what this video is speaking about, man. Okay, let's see if I can play a bit of it, man.
First and foremost,
this is the brother's video, man. So I'm gonna just get out the clips that he picked out, you know. Cause they made that sub story, man.
And right, LGBT.
Alright.
I'm gonna keep playing it.
What is pedophilia?
Oh, she already started speaking. It's like
fulfilling his best friend.
Okay.
Jonas is 19 years old.
Alright, so we'll play a little bit of this and we'll move on. You can watch this video, you know, but I'll put it up. You watch the thing.
Let me tell you about Jonas. Jonas is 19 years old. He studies law in Munich. In his spare time, he likes to play soccer. Jonas has a secret.
Is that my connection? What's going on?
Jonas is 19 years old. He studies law in Munich. In his spare time, he likes to play soccer. Jonas has a secret.
Saying trying to fuck with my shit.
And repulse him. He's just too afraid.
So 2 and 9
Or
don't work.
with his parents. Jonas has a secret.
Oh man.
Not even with his best friend. Or with his parents.
So you can't share his secret,
He's
basically.
just too afraid of anger, rejection, and repulsion. Jonas knows that he has to suppress his sexual drive for his entire life. And he also knows that there will never be a loving and fulfilling partnership that he can enter. Jonas is a pedophile.
So if you observe the spirit of
Okay, so you know they give the sub story. They make a case for these pedophiles to exist in society without, you know, persecution, prejudice, and all that kind of stuff. Just like the LGBT community has played as well. They played the same lines, man. Okay, the same angle. Okay, and this is a result of Esau's laws and, you know, the way he's you know, pushed out there this agenda, man. Okay, because it is an agenda. Okay, this is not really for because he cares about the people. Okay, this is because he wants as much wickedness going on in this place as possible. Okay, like I said, it's gonna go to this, man. Pedophilia is gonna be officially a protected group. Okay, if your sexual preference is, you know, little children, boys and girls, okay, you're gonna be protected by the government, by the state. Okay, that's what it's drawing to, man, and that draws exact parallels with ancient Rome and Greece. Okay, which is the other part I wanted to get into if I have time. Okay, but like I said, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'll post this up, man, and you know, brothers can watch it. Okay, but they're making the case of pedophiles now. Okay, as we said, they have been doing. Okay, they don't care about the laws, statute, commandments of the Heavenly Father, man. They're dead set against it. Okay, as you read here, what they got to do with the laws, to declare their statutes, man? They don't care about the law. They don't care about the Heavenly Father. Right? It says, verse 17, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. Okay, so like I said, they claim to be God-fearing, that they believe in God, and they say, God bless America, and all this kind of stuff. God save the Queen, and all this kind of stuff. They don't care about any of that. Okay, they got their own wicked agenda, man. Satan is their God. Okay. Get Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The wicked run this earth, man. Satan's minions run this earth. The so-called white man runs this earth. These Edomites run this earth, man. Okay, that's who's in control of all this. These are the guys that are propagating all of this, allowing this to all happen, forcing it to happen. Okay, the wicked. Okay, in Sirach chapter 10 verse 2. I'll start from 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Okay, so if your ruler is wicked, okay, and allowing all wickedness to happen, what do you think the people are like? They follow in the same suit, man, because they're allowed to get away with wickedness, man. Okay, under the guise of goodness, or you know, being good. Or it's a good thing to allow gays and transgenders to have rights. That's a good thing because, you know, they're people too. No, they're demons, man. Okay, we don't give no rights to demons, man. Demons get destroyed, get killed. That is the law of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay. So these people, they're just buying into that, okay, and fulfilling their dark lusts, and you know, multiplying wickedness in the earth, man. Okay, that's all they're doing. Okay, which leads me on to the Proverbs 29 verse 16. It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. The righteous shall see their fall. Okay, so wickedness is being multiplied in the earth because of the wicked rulership. Because the inhabitants of the earth are wicked. Okay? So it allows for things like this and things like this to occur. It allows abominations to rise up. Okay? Which they shouldn't be encouraged. Okay? This is what the society does. It encourages them to to be abominations, man. Okay? Oh, okay. Let me get first Maccabees, man, because I mentioned this. You know, this goes back to ancient Greek and Rome. You know, because they're all about this, man. We've got 20 minutes. How much have I got to go through? Okay, let me see if I can quickly do this, right? Okay, I'm going to get first Maccabees. Showing down there. Chapter 1, verse 9, right? Read verse 1 quick. It says, and it happened that after Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chetim, had smitten Darius, king of Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece. Okay, talking about Alexander the Creep, okay, which in history is known as the Great. Okay, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth, and went through to the ends of the earth and took many spoils of many nations, insomuch that the whole earth was quiet before him. Whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up. And he gathered a mighty strong host that ruled over countries and nations and kings, who became tributaries unto him. Okay, and after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such were honourable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them, yet while he was alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years and he died. Okay, so Alexander was an Edomite. Okay, is an Edomite. Okay, a so-called white man from the line of Edom. Okay, and so were his peoples. Okay, so and his servants bare rule every one of them in his place, and after his death they put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied on the earth. Okay, so when you come into rulership, you so-called white people, you Edomites, when you come into rulership, or when you came into rulership, okay, evils were multiplied on the earth. Now there's always been evils upon the earth, man, under, you know, different rulerships, man, but they were multiplied under your reign. Okay, and now you're back in rulership. This is what continues to happen. Evils that are being multiplied because you are the wicked. Okay, and like I said, all this stuff that's happening with the worship of different gods, you know, whatever god you want, okay, the love of children, you know, of small children, little boys and girls, to have sexual relationships with them, that all goes back to Greek and Rome, man. That's where it's prevalent. Okay, now what did I type in? Let me go back. Okay, what did I type in the search? Okay, pedophilia in Greek and Roman empires, right? And Wikipedia threw up pedestry. Okay, so pedestry says this, right? Okay, this because this is mostly about you know, the Grecians and the Romans' relationship with boys, little boys, man, because that's what their true love is, man. That's why they're a lot of faggots, man. Okay, right? Pedestry, right? It says homosexual relationship between an adult male and a pubescent or adolescent male. The word pedestry derives from Greek love of boys, a compound derived from pi, child boy, and eretus, lover. In French, however, peristyle has been used as a synonym for homosexuality between adult males. Okay. Historically, pedestry has existed as a variety of customs and practices within different cultures. The status of pedestry has changed over the course of history, at times accepted and at other times a crime. In the history of Europe, its most structured cultural manifestation was Athenian pedestry, Greek, right, and became most prominent in the 6th century BC. Greek pedestry's various forms were the subject of philosophical debates, in which the purely carnal type was unfavorably compared with erotic friendships and moderate forms, known as Sophrosine. Okay, in most countries today, local age of consent determines whether or not a person is considered legally competent to consent to sexual acts, and whether such contact is abusive to the young person under the law. Okay, so in this video, they're trying to break down those barriers. They're trying to make it legal. Okay, so there is no minimum age. Okay. Right, but going down to the ancient world section, the Greeks. Right, it says Plato was an early critic of sexual intercourse in pederastic relationships, proposing that men's love of boys avoid all carnal expression and instead progress from admiration of the lover's specific virtues to love or virtue itself in an abstract form. While copulation with boys was often criticized as seen as shameful and brutish, okay, it doesn't mean it didn't happen. Okay, they still like to play with little boys, man. Still like to penetrate little boys, whether they copulate or not is irrelevant. Right? The act is abominable and foul and disgusting. Right? Other aspects of the relationship were considered beneficial, as indicated in proverbs such as a lover is the best friend a boy will ever have. Okay? I'm going to try and read through this as quick as I can. So pederastic art forms seduction scenes as well as sexual relations. In the seduction scenes, the man is standing grasping the boy's chin with one hand and reaching to fondle his genitals with the other. In the sexual scenes, the partners stand embracing face to face. The older of the two engaged into cruel sex with the younger, who usually but not always does not show arousal. Anal sex is almost never shown, and then only as something almost never shown. Okay, so it's not shown, and then only as something eliciting surprise in the observers. Okay. Madness. Others, such as Aristotle, claim that the Cretan lawgivers encouraged pedastry as a means of population control. Okay, and that is also a factor in why Esau is promoting this today. Again, all right, by directing love and sexual desire into relationships with males. Okay, and that's what's happening as well here. Okay, but these two empires, this Greek Empire and the Roman Empire, were run by you so-called white people, man. Okay, you're naturally a bunch of faggots and pedophiles, man. Okay, and this is on your agenda again. All right, so this is the Romans, right? It says from the early Republican times of ancient Rome, it was perfectly normal for an older man to desire and pursue boys. However, penetration was illegal for freeborn use. Okay, the only boys who were legally allowed to perform as a passive sexual partner were slaves or former slaves known as freedmen, and then only with regard to their former masters. It says for slaves there was no protection under the law even against rape. The result was that the ancient Roman times pedastry largely lost its function as a ritual part of education and was instead seen as an activity primarily driven by one's sexual desires and competing with desire for women. Okay, and another thing I want to mention as well, they use this for ritual purposes too. And that is why a lot of this is going on behind the scenes as of now. Okay, that's why little boys and girls get kidnapped off the street, they go missing, and they end up in some part of ritual, man, as sex slaves or sacrifices, man. You know? So all this is going on behind closed doors right now. Okay, all these pedophile rings, man, that shit's been going on. But what they're trying to do is bring it into the open and to normalize it, man. Okay, just because of the laws Esau has set up, man. Okay, that allow you to open these doors. Okay. Says the emperors, however, indulged in male love, most of it of a pederastic nature. says, as Edward Gibbon mentions, of the first 15 emperors, Claudius was the only one whose taste in love was entirely correct. The implication of being that he was the only one not to take men or boys as lovers. Okay. Whatever, man. So they were all into that, man. Wow, okay. Other writers spent no effort censorizing pedestry, per se, but praised or blamed its various aspects. Marshall appears to have favored it, going as far as to essentialize not the sexual use of the catamite. What does that say here? So a catamite is a pubescent boy who was the intimate companion of a young man. Okay, but his nature as a boy, upon being discovered by his wife inside a boy and offered the same thing by her, he retorts with a list of mythological personages who, despite being married, took young male lovers, and concludes by rejecting her offer since a woman merely has 2 vaginas. You know, it's fucking sick. Okay, but yeah. So this is all you're trying to establish again today, man. You know, all this madness. Okay, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. It's like chapter 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 14. It says, marvel, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Okay, therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. Okay, so like I said, you know, in order to do this, they've packaged it up in such a way to make you feel guilty that these people don't have rights. They don't have the ability to have proper forming relationships and stuff like that because they're deranged. Okay, they got demons on them, man. Okay, they want you to feel guilty for that and allow them to exist in a society like that, man. Okay, like I said, it's the same arguments they've made for the LGBT community, man, and why they're so protected today. And you can't speak up against it, man, because that's a hate crime. Okay, but it's wrong. It is fucking foul and retarded, man. Okay, these people have mental illnesses, man. They got demons on them. Okay. So yeah, Satan is acting like, you know, he's trying to help these people. But all he's trying to do is promote wickedness. Okay. And anybody is down with that and, you know, wanting to propagate that, man, hey, you're wicked too, man, and you will be destroyed. Alright? There's coming to the time. Okay, because whatever the government says goes, basically. So whatever the government backs, you have to back, and you can't speak against it. Okay, and this is the time we're going into, man. Okay, in regards of the mark of the beast. Okay, Revelation 13 and 15 says this, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, anyone that's not down with the system and everything that it promotes, okay, you're not down with its democracy and the, you know, the freedoms for and, you know, and equality and stuff like that, okay, you can be killed. You can be killed for dissent. You could be a terrorist. Okay, you can be all these other bad things that they promote in this world. They're like, that is evil. Okay, I'm not saying they're not evil. I'm just saying, you know, you can quickly demonize real quick. Well, you know, if you're a homosexual, now you're not demonized no more, man. You're protected. Okay, but basically, if you're not down with everything the system, man, you're gonna be destroyed by the system. Okay, you gotta get down. You have to be down with the system, man. But you know, we gotta stand up and speak against this place, man, and all the wickedness that's going on in it. Alright, this is Galatians chapter 1, verse 4. It says, who gave himself for our sins that he might deliver us from this present evil world. Okay, this present evil world that we're in is evil. Okay, as it says. Okay, there's nothing right about this place. You shouldn't be, you know, encouraging wickedness or encouraging these things, man. The scripture speaks especially against it. Okay, this is a truly evil world that we live in, man. Okay, like I said, anyone that's down with it is going to be destroyed with it, man. Okay, this is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of the Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Okay, you're meant to be standing up against this, man. If you're a man of the Lord, you're meant to be appalled and feel violated over this, man. That wickedness like this is upon the earth. Like the brother mentioned in his video, man, you know, all this stuff was the reason why the Most High sent the flood. Okay, and why he rained fire upon Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? So we're not meant to be down with it, man. We're meant to speak against it. Okay, and that's what we're doing, man. Okay, we've been warning you for the longest, man, and things are going exactly as we said they would, man. Okay? This is Romans chapter 1. I'm reading from verse 21. It says, because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Okay? One example here. Baphomet. The goat human hybrid, man. With both, two genitalia, male and female, man. You know? And and that's just one of the idols, man. There's plenty of others, man. Okay, that these people, believe in and give reverence to. Okay? This is wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up to vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Okay, everybody is trying to fight their nature, man. Go against nature. Especially with this whole fucking transgender movement and homosexual, the whole LGBT thing, man. All that is unnatural, man. Okay, it should not be allowed. Okay. It says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lusts one toward another. Men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient. Okay, these people don't think about the Most High, man. They don't think about the consequences to their actions, because they've been made to believe that God is with America, man. God is with them, everything that they do. They package it up and they label it love, and because they use the scripture or God is love, then it must include that as well, that they should be accepted. God believes in equality. There's no scriptures on that, man. There is no scriptures on that. You've been blinded, man. Okay, you've been deceived. These people do not deserve to exist. Okay, all these are an abomination to the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, and in time they will be destroyed. Okay, you're meant to, those of you that about the scriptures, so-called about the scriptures, you read the Bible. Okay, you should know about the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. You should know about the flood. Okay, all these were for judgment. Okay, for idol worship and strange and vile affections, man. Okay? Verse 29, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without a natural affection, impassible, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. So like I just mentioned, you know what's contained in these scriptures, and yet you go and do all this madness anyway. You can't be surprised when the Lord comes to judge you, man. Okay? It says, who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Okay, you encourage wickedness, man, for others to do wickedness. Alright? I'm going to end it on this. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Okay? They put that as a slogan. They got gay pride, man. Pride march, or whatever they call it, man. They use it as a slogan. Well, the Lord hateth the proud, man. Okay, the Lord hateth abominations. Okay, the Most High hateth idolatry. Okay, so I will punish the world for their evil. So the Most High is going to bring judgment upon all the people, man. Right? And the wicked for their iniquity, I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Okay, so judgment's coming for this place, man. Okay? So all this madness that you're promoting right now, only it's not going to matter. But this is just to show you how wicked and evil this place is. Okay, and where it's going towards, man, and why it's going to be judged the way it's going to be judged, man, with fire. Okay, because this is a vile and detestable things that are going on, man. Okay, but like I said, only the Most High is going to destroy all this, man. So right now, all we're doing is, like we read in Ezekiel, man, we're sighing and crying for the abominations thereof, man. Okay, trying to wake up those that, maybe on the fence, or those that, don't believe in this, man, should believe in the scriptures, man. Okay, but like I said, all this is because of Esau, the so-called white man, and his laws, man. Okay, and his agenda to promote evil and wickedness in the earth. Okay, so even though there's people that are going to resist these types of things, Esau's giving them away through his laws that they could be protected, and you can come out and be anything you want and do anything that you want. And that everybody has to just stand there and take it. You can't speak against it no more. Because as this process goes through, man, they're given extra rights, basically extra protection, and you don't have shit to say, man. Your rights and your liberties is stifled, man. They want to lock you up for hate crimes and shit. Okay, that's why one day, well, not even one day, it happens now even, but as we draw closer to the end, man, they're going to be locking us up, man, trying to get us off the street. Trying to deem us as terrorists, man, trying to kill us. Okay, but anyway, that's enough of this anyway. So, brothers, until next time, man, I'll say shalom. Shalom.